SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated has multiplayer and it is a game changer.
Wait, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because that helps me upload more videos and know that you like content like this.
Hey everyone, I'm Jesse from Janjo. Thanks for checking out this video. Now to the Janjo Club and everyone who's not subscribed yet, but you will be, because you do what you like. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but what I will tell you is that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is coming out this month, and I am really excited for it. I talked about Battle for Bikini Bottom months ago when they announced the Shiny Edition and the Fun Edition, all those Collector's Edition stuff. I talked about that and talked about how excited I was for it.
A SpongeBob figurine, okay, has a golden spatula and a flexible tongue. It's kind of funny. You get wall stickers, you get some lithographs, you get some tennis socks, sure. It does come with the game. This is all for $149.99. Now, you're definitely getting this for the figure more than anything else.
When it comes to games getting remade, we're used to like the typical types of games, you know, the big, more popular main title games like Super Mario 64 or Crash Bandicoot or remasters of games like Sly Cooper. We're kind of used to games getting that treatment. So when I heard that Battle for Bikini Bottom was getting remade, you know, a game from the GameCube Xbox era, I was really excited. And I was also really surprised because, again, I never thought a game like this would get remade, a Nickelodeon game. Now, I know this was the one game from that Nickelodeon era of games that everyone loved and people still talk about to this day. So I'm really excited that a game of that caliber is getting remade because it really was that upper echelon of that weird genre. We kind of got other games at the time. We got games, Fairly Odd Parents games. We got Nicktoons Unite. We got other ones on Nicktoons.com, and plenty of other SpongeBob games, but Battle for Bikini Bottom was the SpongeBob game, and now we're finally getting it, and it finally got a release date, and it took forever for it to get a release date, which really surprised me, and it's announced to be released on June 23rd this year, 2020, on PCs and all consoles. You can get it on basically whatever you want, and that's really great that they're bringing this game back to the limelight and everyone can play it. Now, recently, as of this recording, 4 days ago, they announced that SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated has multiplayer, and that's really cool. Yeah, it's gonna have fun in it. F-U-N, you can have fun with your friends. Because with this new multiplayer mode, which wasn't in the original game, you can play up to 2 players online or couch co-op on the same screen, and it's a horde mode, so you just go around killing baddies or whatever you end up doing with them. Now, it's a shame there is no versus mode, something that looks like this could have been a Power Stone type of game, but what we're getting still looks really fun. As you're seeing the trailer right here, it's a horde mode. You're on a bunch of islands and you're fighting bad guys on a bunch of weird looking locales, and there's a giant robot, Squidward. I don't know what's the point of that, but he's just evil, I guess, and he's doing evil things. And you have a ton of playable characters, because remember, in the original main game, you only have, like 3 characters to play as, Sandy, SpongeBob, obviously, and Patrick. But now, you get a lot of extra characters to play as. You can play as Mr. Krabs, you can play as Plankton, hell, you can even play as Gary, and Gary even has the shoes from the Shoes episode. You got a loop-de-loop here, that's in the game, and there's a lot of references, and that's really cool that they're adding that just as a feature. Like, no one expected them to add more stuff. A lot of people thought the game would be just vanilla as usual these things kind of go, let alone a multiplayer mode. Wow, that's really surprising. It is a bit of a shame that you still can't do some sort of multiplayer in-game mode, because I think that would be really cool. Just have a character kind of follow along, like a 2-player adventure. I think that would have been really cool, but still what we're getting is really great. And it's going to be in the game despite whether you get the Fun Edition or the Shiny Edition, anyone that comes with the statues or socks for some reason. But you get this game and you get the multiplayer. Like, it's not DLC, it's actually in the game. You don't have to pre-order it, you don't have to buy it on day one. It's gonna be in the game from the start, and that's really cool. Again, the multiplayer mode looks really cool. It doesn't look like it's just tacked on, like they didn't just throw it together. It looks like they actually put the effort into making this into the game. It's not just you're on a raft and there's just water and you're just fighting endless enemies and that's it. No, it looks like they definitely put work into this, and this might be why we didn't have a release date for a while, because maybe that they were working on the game and they weren't sure at what point they would have it finished for the multiplayer mode, because otherwise there is a possibility we could have got this game earlier if they didn't have this. And honestly, I think it's worth the wait at this point, because we're all waiting around this time. There's been plenty of games released earlier in the year, like Doom, Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII, Pirate Warriors 4, but now we get this game, and it comes out in the perfect time. It comes out in June. It comes out in the summer when it's hot out, most places. You know, when there's beaches and water, all this stuff is, you know, all over the place. Maybe not now with the current world news, but, you know, in weather-wise, it's around, and it seems like the best time. It's like releasing a Halloween movie in October, even though half the time when they release a Halloween movie, it's not in October, it's in August or something, and that makes no sense why they would do that. But Battle for Bikini Bottom understands what kind of game it is and what it needs to do. Not only release a game, but multiplayer is a thing nowadays that a lot of people like a lot more, because we have the online communities, and with that, you can play all over the world. And having a game like Bikini Bottom, you can do that, and that's a great bonus that this game now has. I think it'll add a lot more replayability. I don't know how much. I don't know if it'll be the greatest thing in the game, because it could get boring after a while, but I don't know. I haven't played it yet. It very well could be really fun to just pick up and play once in a while. Especially if you have all the new characters like Mr. Krabs and Plankton and Gary and so on. It has a lot more replayability because these are characters you cannot play in the main game, so you get a fresh take on these things in this new multiplayer mode. I think the robot Squidward design looks really cool. It's kind of creepy, but it's also kind of funny in the same regard that Squidward's kind of the bad guy here. He's a big robo Squidward, and that's kind of neat. Now I wonder with the PC if there'll be any mod communities with this to create even crazier things, if they'll be able to add characters like Mr. Krabs to be playable in the main game. I think I would be interested in see where that goes, because I'm sure as of 2020, Bikini Bottom still has a fantastic speedrunning community for the original game. So clearly, people still have an interest in this game. I think it's only to increase come June 23rd when this game comes out. And that's pretty cool. Like, I'm definitely want to pick this game up. It's definitely, I don't think I'm going to pick up the Shiny Edition or the Fun Edition, but I know some people will, because some of that stuff looks kind of cool, though the price range is a bit steep, as I've tackled in the past.
One of them is Patrick, and the other one is Sandy. Patrick one is a bit smaller, but Sandy's the same size. And it comes with everything else, including a set of Tiki keyrings, which I think is also pretty cool. I think it's kind of cooler than the socks or the lithographs, but adding more is not that bad. Now, the price is kind of steep, but the statues look absolutely fantastic if you just look at them.
But still, even just this plain Jane original game you get is still going to be great, because again, you get adventure mode and a multiplayer this time. It's like 2 for the price of 1. You can get it on Xbox One, you can get it on PC, you can get it on the Switch, you can get it on PS4, you can get it on PC. It's great. It's kind of amazing that this isn't just a Kickstarter game. It feels like something that would have been Kickstarted by someone to create an HD version, but no, this was an actual thing that we're getting, and that's kind of neat, I think. Now, the game, the multiplayer does kind of remind me of something like Nicktoons Unite, which I would absolutely love to see a remake of that game if they want to continue this with a couple more another game or two. I think Nicktoons Unite is the game I would love to see, because you can get HD versions of, Jimmy Neutron and Danny Phantom and the whole bunch, and I think that would be really awesome if we end up seeing that next. Because I think if anything this tells that people still love these games, and I don't think it would harm them to eventually remake another Nickelodeon game a la Nicktoons Unite, which is, a bunch of them, and it's still kind of that 3D look to it. And I mentioned Power Stone earlier. I'd love to see some sort of like Power Stone SpongeBob game. Am I the only one who was thinking that when watching this? I certainly hope not, because that would be crazy, crazy fun. But I'm talking way ahead here, but right now the game definitely looks fun. It's definitely looks like a game you should pick up if you're on the fringe of picking up or curious about just trying out a game from the olden days that people say is pretty decent. But let me know what you think. Are you interested in picking the game up? Do you think the multiplayer mode looks fun, or do you think it looks like a weird tacked on extension that may have been not worth the time? Let me know what you think about all this, because I'm curious. Obviously, let me know in the comments or on Twitter or on my Discord server, which I've been trying to push. We can talk on there and share stuff, and it'll be pretty fun, F-U-N, to do stuff together. So, of course, until then, you all take care of yourselves and have a nice day.